to lose over here. I'm not finna make your wife look stupid. I'm a woman first. Go ahead, Sue.
I mean, you're not in control of anyone's insecurities or delusions, but at the end of the day, if it's causing an issue in your friend's marriage, and you know how women are, like woman to woman, I would assume that like you would have an understanding as to why she feels that way, especially in a way that you guys speak to each other. You guys speak to each other in sexual innuendos, and you also, you know, don't hide that. It seems like it's been an issue in their situation because the woman done said something to him about it. She done said she bopped her upside the head for the way that y'all be having y'all's conversations. So in the end, I just think that optics are everything. And honestly, that's a family right there. That's a husband, that's a wife, those are children. So no, if I see my husband having conversations like that with another woman, it's not that I'm insecure or I'm delusional. It's inappropriate, and that's a period dot. In my eyes, in my marriage, what we have going on, if I were to see my husband talking to another woman on the internet, the way that I heard those comments going back and forth, that is absolutely period dot disrespect to me.
Be glad y'all in America, because some of the shit y'all do just in these other places. Because if you ever went to living in these other countries, see, they take that shit serious, and they ain't even got pieces of paper in other countries. We got a piece of paper over here. In them other countries, when you let the village know, that you married, do some outside shit. See, don't your ass be somewhere stinking. See, don't your ass be somewhere leaking. Y'all better be glad y'all living in here in the United States with this bullshit y'all be pulling.
I rock with Blazee and I rock with Bella Tough. Like, I like them both. But I'm just saying, if I'm going to put myself in Sharita's shoes to what I'm seeing, the optics of it all, that's completely overstepping the boundaries that I have for mine. Okay, now, I can only speak for my own thing. I can only speak for my own thing. Ajai, go ahead.
Because you said you can only speak for yours, which means you're putting yourself in the shoes, saying basically as a wife, if you were in this position, your expectation would be that your husband made a different move, correct? Okay, so my question for you is then, what can Bella do?
So a fellow married woman, right? So I would think that she would then understand it from that paradigm of being a married woman and understanding the boundaries of what a marriage is, right? Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, as a woman, as a girl, and as a wife, you would understand what is appropriate to have conversations about and what's not. I've had plenty of people say, oh, you know, you're beautiful, or, you know, come in my DMs or say this or that, and I don't even engage or even try to even create like any type of confusion in the way that I respond back, because that's not how I do things. I have a boundary, but to each his own is what I'm saying. Also, Bella's view of marriage may not be the same as mine, and so she might be okay with being a friend with a man who's married and be okay with talking to them in this way. And
can I say something too?
I don't know.
Let me say this.
Yeah.
Can I say something after? I want to approach the judge.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me say this. Q, we'll turn the Q out. Do y'all realize the whole notion of paperwork, having a license, is literally like 200 years old, right? Before that, the only thing you let someone new public, and it's still to this day. I was just reading up on probate law the other night because I have to go to probate court shortly. And the way to acknowledge your children and the way to acknowledge a spouse was what you did in public. Y'all do know that, right? If you don't believe me, go look at the movie with Will Smith where he played Muhammad Ali. And remember, they told him how he could divorce his first wife. He had to go to the mosque and make it public. That was divorce in Islam. See, what y'all don't understand is y'all letting these people do public shit that in a time ago, what Blazee and Bella is doing, they could be considered married. You made me better. I'm this and that. They could be considered married 400 years. You know what I'm saying? And in some countries still in 2025. They could be considered married the way they behaving with each other. They just brought paperwork out, y'all. They just started where you had to have a marriage license. And that was on, and Was he supposed to lie? What you mean? What he was supposed to lie about?
Was he supposed to say, no, Bella, you don't make me better. You don't make me a better person. Your friendship don't add any quality to my life at all. You're not a benefit to me as a friend. I mean, what you wanted the man to say?
Why we need to hear it? That's his sentiments towards her. Keep that shit in private.
Yeah, the statement, the story is like what we were taught was you give people their flowers while they can still smell them. I'm not saying that I'm on one side or the other. I'm saying I can see where these people are friends and one person's spouse is feeling away.
All I'm saying to you,
what do you want Bella
I can agree. Hold on 1 second. I can agree in the sense that he never brought his wife up because she wasn't relevant in the context of what was being talked about. They're talking about TikTok and his platform, and he said, well, she made me better. I think that it's for us to separate the two. We don't have to then say, oh, well, he doesn't value his wife in that context. I don't think that's what he was saying. What he was saying was, I linked up with someone and they helped me with my platform in this realm.
No. Those are your words. Did he say, when I linked up with Bella, she made my platform better, which made, which made me happier because my platform got off the, turned around. Did he say that, or he said, you made me a better man?
So the problem is that he didn't.
I need to hear the clip, but what I do know is that we added the wife. What I do know is sorry, 1 second, AJ. What we know is that we, as the public, added the wife. Why didn't he say the wife part? I know that we added that part.
The problem is that we, as a public, he didn't express his sentiment in a way that pleased and appeased us. That's crazy, Kiana.
Excuse me, may I approach the judge? Thank you.
Approach, please.
So, current Webster's dictionary.
This should have been made clear to his wife first.
Hold on,
He should have made his wife understand.
Hold on, Auntie Wanda, we can't even hear you. You got to bring your mic closer. But hold on, let QL get this out right quick.
Thank you. According to the Webster's dictionary, insecurity, the quality of state of being insecure, such as a state of or feeling of anxiety, fear or self-doubt, lack of dependability or certainty, lack of safety or protection. Based off those things and what your other client, I'm not sure if you're taking Bella because we're not trying to give Bella a RICO, we're trying to give Blazee a RICO. She said that I'm not responsible for anybody's insecurities. Based off those statements right here, based off what we just read on Webster's dictionary, that means that Blazee made his wife feel either a feeling of anxiety, fear or self-doubt, lack of dependability or certainty, or lack of safety or protection based off those 1, 2, 3 things. So at what point do we acknowledge that Blazee potentially had an emotional cheating relationship situation, and that's why she's feeling insecure?
Exactly.
Okay, can I say this real quick? Because even being the other person,
AJ?
Coming from Bella's side, being the friend, when I seen the spouse react the way they reacted, I'd have been like, look, bro.
I'm out.
We ain't finna keep on doing this. It's making your wife or your husband feel some type of way. We gotta switch it up. We gotta do it different because I don't want her feeling uncomfortable. That's what you're supposed to do. You ain't supposed to throw it in her face and keep sitting on you can still sit on the panel, but every time somebody say something, you cutting it off, you still acting like you his girlfriend or something. Like, even though we don't like
me and Blazee ain't in on that. Me and Blazee, girl, you doing too much. And when it come back on you, they always say you know your shit when you see it. Know your shit when you see it. And and I'm not being mean, but AJ and Susu, y'all know good goddamn well this shit ain't cool. And just cause y'all cool, this shit ain't cool. And just cause y'all cool with
What I came up here and said, I believe it's inappropriate. You gotta hear me in totality. All I was talking about in this last moment was about that specific statement that was made. That's all I was talking about. But in general, Bella knows how I feel about this. I think that it would have been nicer if she had heard that Sharita thing and said, hey, listen, I'm not here to disrespect my marriage, and I'm definitely not here to come in between whatever y'all got going on. You know what I mean? I think what Lynn said is perfect. Once I seen that shit really got real and his real life came and spilled onto the app, No longer am I prioritizing a platform that's a second job to me or is a second hustle to me. It's not my full career. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something.
I feel like y'all making Bella be the man in the relationship. That's his wife. Bella has no loyalty to Sharita.
And he definitely
This is
needs
right,
to,
but she a woman
but I'm only
first.
speaking
She a
from the
woman
space of a
first.
wife to wife. That's all I'm
Be a
saying.
woman
Oh, well,
first. I don't give a fuck if I wasn't a wife. I'm a woman first. When I was back in the day in school, guys, let me tell you something. I'm not Even when I used to date, the first thing a guy be like, yeah, she ain't no good. I said, why are we on the phone talking about her? You gonna tell me everything bad about her? I ain't gonna hear it. Cause you know why? Cause I was a woman before I was in it. I was a female before I was anything.
This is my take on what's going on here. I think they have a friendship, and I think whatever Blaze has said to Bella about his own marriage has now left Bella in a space where it's like, oh, well, you don't even respect your marriage, or you don't even respect your wife, or you don't even respect the situation or what's going on. And she might have maybe a deeper understanding as to what's happening behind closed doors between him and Sharita. So she's kind of like, girl, you ain't, I'm just saying, Bella, like, y'all are friends, so I don't know if he vents to you about what's going on.
Susu.
You get what I'm
Hold on,
saying?
let her finish.
I was just asking permission to approach Susu.
Okay, hold on, let her finish. Go ahead, Sue.
Okay.
Sue?
Hey, I was talking and yapping away. Now, Bella, what I'm saying is not that that's fact. I'm saying, from my opinion, it could be that if you guys are close friends, that maybe he may have given you more insight as to their situation and what is going on.
The problem with Bella is...
Wait 1 second,
Y'all gotta
Kiana. I'm not done with my thought. Hold on, Key. Just 1 second. I'm not implicating that Bella has an idea more of what's going on. I'm saying they are friends, though. You know? And it may be that he told her, hey, we've had some rough times. We've had some ups and downs. She's done this to me. Sharita is probably not clean, and her fingers are probably not clean. She's probably done some things to Blaze that we don't know about. How would we know? But she may know because they're friends. Right? And so there's a possibility that she has a better understanding of what's going on, and that's why she doesn't respect that woman, because of whatever she may have done to Blaze in their relationship. And that's why she's like, girl, whatever, I don't care if you feel some type of way that we're friends.
Let me say this, and I'm through with this shit. When you got somebody who craves attention, will do anything for attention because whatever their insecurities are, because Bella, you got a lot of goddamn nerve down there acting like Sharita is the one insecure. No, baby, you have displayed much of your goddamn insecurities in the behavior that you do exhibits insecurity. Every nigga on this motherfucking app been in your goddamn inbox or you in theirs, and you was okay with it. So let's stop the goddamn bullshit here. Do not act like Sarita is the one that got the problem. You got the goddamn problem, and you don't give a fuck if you get attention from a married man, straight man, gay man, bisexual man, and you proven that on this goddamn app. Anybody who would give you some attention, you want it from them, even at the expense of hurting a motherfucking wife. And you know how low you got to be. You know how damaged goods you got to goddamn be to say, okay, I don't give a fuck if it is hurt her. If he'll give me some attention, I don't give a fuck. Let's not forget. See, I try not to be like this, but goddamn it, you showing that you the motherfucker want the attention. You the motherfucker that got some insecurity. You the motherfucker that's damaged and want to be put whole again. And you'll use any motherfucker to do it.
Approach Susu.
Give me 1 second, Kiwa. Give me 1 second, please. 1 second. Hi, guys. Good morning. We have 1.1K people in here. If we can get us up to 200K taps, that would be amazing. Please get your dues in. I believe they are $10 for the next 2 hours, hour and a half. And if we can, please touch the live goal, touch the boxes. I'd appreciate that. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thanks, Rosie. Chuel, what you wanted?
Yeah, you didn't answer my last question as well. You've been ducking and hiding and going on TikTok. Question, permission to approach Susu. Based off everything that you have just stated a few seconds ago, I'm not sure if you remember everything, would you consider that emotional cheating?
what's happening. See, they gotta clearly be having conversations on the back end. See, AJ, my friend, Bray, my friend, Trina, my friend, like I talk to certain people on the back end, right? Mm-hmm. So my care and love for them as a friend grows stronger because of our relationships that we have outside of this platform. Am I right, AJ? Mm-hmm. We get closer the more that we have our conversations. So my thing is, if they're friends, they clearly have a conversation outside of this app, then you might be more privy to somebody's mental state, somebody's relationship, somebody's day-to-day lifestyle, somebody's family, somebody's kids. You know, that happens, especially if you guys are friends. Now, I don't know if they do have that type of relationship. This is just speculation. But if they do, then that would be emotional. Now, is it emotional cheating because it's a man and a woman? That's a fair question to have.
I think anybody.
Can a man and a woman be friends?
They can be friends, but I think this is where I'm gonna remove my thing for like a couple of seconds. I've seen where you come on the panel and pop up like, hey, y'all have been not formally introduced, but you guys are aware of each other. Just like your husband sometimes will be in the background, he'll hear us and he'll be like, oh, you just on TikTok. And this situation is like, what I have seen is that the wife is very much, it's not like she's aware of anything. It's kind of like, because if you're aware at some point, I don't think she would be lashing out like that. And I don't think it's emotion. Anybody can have an emotional cheat. It doesn't matter if you're a man, woman, whatever. Anybody can have an emotional attachment to that person and emotionally cheat. I think that's where
high school ass shit, color coordinating and shit.
Yeah, so let me say this. So we gonna talk about.
Susu, let me say this. You need like Bryson said, motherfuckers be needing a white man and some glasses. That's what you need. You need some therapy. You need some therapy. And Blaze, your special ass is playing yourself for a fool because you sitting up here risking your wife who peeled your ass up off the concrete, peeled you out of a boarding home, done watch you be humiliated to the goddamn 10th degree, and you have the audacity to risk her for a bitch who would take attention from any person, woman, man, female, male that likes male, women that likes women that likes men and women that like women. She don't give a fuck who pay her some attention, and you willing to risk a real motherfucking chick for her? You crazy as hell, you special ed ass nigga. You are dumb and slow for real, and I ain't even playing no more. I'm dead ass serious because guess what? Sarita leave your ass. You think she coming to get you from the boarding house? No, she on to the next motherfucker who will inbox her and say you cute, you fine, Shirley, you good. Bella, you look yeah. Come on now. You crazy as hell to risk your goddamn attention-seeking ass chick. You crazy.
So let me ask this. There are women on this app that are married that engage in same-sex situations and do things that we may think may be disrespectful to their marriages. Do we discuss them and break them down too? I mean, I'm just saying, I'm not trying to have nobody's back, but marriages are here for a discussion as well.
But I think we have all established on this app that we pick and choose, just like a lot of things that we said on this app is fucked up, but then today we was all talking about what the hell Bray said.
Oh, wait,
we pick and choose.
Hold on. Everybody hold that thought. See, baby, I saw you down there, but you never usually want to come up. I'm so sorry. I didn't know you was trying to come up. That's my fault. Because I told him not to be, I don't like listening to
like $2 who was scissoring her friend. I mean, is that appropriate in a marriage? I don't know, but do we discuss whether that's okay in her marriage or not okay in her marriage?
No.
I'm just saying, I'm not flip-flopping. I'm giving all sides.
I just feel like
being objective is about.
We know what we can choose on who we want to talk about.
Hold on, can I finish my sentence? I know that whatever Blaze and Bella have going on would not be okay with me. Just like I know my husband wouldn't be okay with me being on a party bus scissoring my coochie on another woman. But that's just me. But if we're going to talk about it, let's just all talk about it.
Well, and I think we can all talk about it, but my thing is that I don't think, me personally, we're trying to bring RICO charges up on Blaze because, again, that's his problem. I feel like we do pick and choose on who we're talking about. Unfortunately for me, the $2 and Nina situation was not that goddamn interesting. And the goddamn Blaze situation was the most interesting shit that I ever seen in my life. And to be funny to you, he tried to give me a RICO charge. So, of course, I'm up for the bullshit. Because RICO, you back. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for my lick back in case you have not. Understand?
Also, let me say this to us. I'm sorry, Crib, but I got to get this out. Let me tell y'all something, and this is real. This is what they call real nigga shit here. I'm finna tell y'all. If whatever you do in your life is gonna change your life, don't do it. Okay, Sarita, she gonna get her due, right? She gonna live at the same house. She gonna work at the same goddamn job. She gonna have the same paycheck. She gonna have the same travel company. She gonna have all the above. Ain't a goddamn thing gonna happen. But she got a nigga in her basement down there pulling up fake Rico charges on people. That's the only thing gonna change in Sarita's life. Yes, her son. She may have to make the convenience of having her son, go to wherever Blaze at. But Blaze, on the other motherfucking hand, risking Sarita, is gonna have to do what? Go find a boarding house that ain't got a waiting goddamn list. So when we out here cheating and doing shit, make sure that whatever the risk is worth, the reward is worth the goddamn risk. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
And on top of that, Auntie Canna, the difference is that Blaze's wife came on here and announced that she was uncomfortable about what has been happening. The thing about it is that $2 partner, Nina's partner, no, even Bella's partner has not came on this app and said they're uncomfortable at XYZZZ. What happened is that the wife came, spoke, we heard the clip, and now we're like, okay, well, Rico charged him. That's what I'm on. I'm about Rico. I think that's why everybody's more focused on that, because the person, the outsider in this whole mess came and spoke on it. I don't think we would be talking about it if the wife didn't even said anything. We haven't been talking about it since we've seen them together dressing alike, behaving alike.
That's why the wife came in and
That's why the wife came.
That's literally why the wife came. Because
Blaze made everybody think he pretended to
all the way
be
as far as to, hold on, they went all the way as far as to find her on every social media outlet to say, hey, your man might be on vacation with another woman.
And that could have potentially happened with $2 husband as well, but $2 husband has not came on this app and said XYZ or even voiced her opinion. What happened is we heard the wife.
And QL, the going to the wife came first before she came to us.
And I agree with
what I'm saying. So why didn't nobody go and find her husband and say, oh, did you know what your wife was? You get what I'm saying? It's about boundaries. Really, all of this goes back to how I feel about the person who went and sent that message to that wife anyway. Just messy.
I think that was entirely messy, and I can agree with that as well. But in the same sense, like if the wife also did not come and speak, I don't think nobody will be discussing it as well. I understand the initial cause and the effect, but the effect is the wife came, she spoke, and now we're here discussing it because the wife came. Just like somebody can message me, and let's be clear, a motherfucking could text me right now about my motherfucking husband. I'm secure enough to know that my husband already told me what the fuck is going on. I ain't coming on a motherfucking app to go and tell y'all about the shit he ain't doing and the shit he not doing and how he ain't motherfucking shit. I'm not doing that because I'm already aware of what my husband doing. What happened is that they did message her.
All I'm saying is we don't know the parameters of anybody's marriage. Now we do with Sharita, right? But what I'm saying is before Sharita came up there, we didn't know no parameters of anybody's shit, right? And yet and still everybody had an opinion and said this is fucked up, this is wrong, this is this, and your man is out here doing this and all this and all this and all this. But when it's women on women, no shade, it's like, okay, who cares? They're having a good time. When in all actuality, all of the optics are inappropriate.
To not Q, I'm gonna be honest with you, so I didn't give a fuck until the wife came. And when I listened to the goddamn clip, that's when I said, oh shit. And I came up here to be motherfucking messy. I didn't start talking about it until I heard the wife. I haven't said anything about Blaze and them and all that shit because to me, like, again, I hang out with a lot of men on this app. I'm not doing what they do, but I never looked at them and was thinking, like, okay, there's something more to it until the wife came and I heard what the wife said. And that's when I started saying, oh, well, this shit is interesting. And to be honest with you, I am being very messy. But I don't know. I heard the wife and that's why I started speaking.
If it was us, he'd be doing it to us. We know what it is.
Hello. Hey y'all, look here. You ain't seeing me over here right now.
Train bang.
Hey Rhonda, hey AJ, I'm back up in the piano. Hey Stevie, Sutu, Nisha, QL, Peppercorn. Now, look here. Let me say this to say this. I don't want to hear none of this. We ain't taking the marriage seriously. Y'all don't respect the sanctified of marriages, blah, blah, blah. Because look here, this ain't the first time that Blaze and Miss Sharita done come up on the piano. Come up, you know, the stuff done happen. Blaze done been caught up on many occasions. And that lady come up every time. That's how we know Blaze is in the basement. She the reason people start calling him slow and Riri, because she the one said that. So look here, we can't say, oh no, y'all going digging. Ain't nobody had to do too much digging, because the lady had the dirt up on the ground ready for sale. So yeah, that's what I got to say about that. And then I also got to say now, Bella, I see you in the comments, Bella. I'm talking quick because I'm on break. Bella. No, see, you talking about this nothing to do with me. It's everything to do with you. Bella, you're wrong. Now, in your marriage, Bella, hold on. In your marriage, Bella, things is a little friendly, so you say. But Blaze woman and Blaze marriage is not that way. Nah, I don't condone. And that lady talk about she gonna boot, bop, beep. Because like I say earlier, if a man get on here and say, well, my woman been being friendly, so I'm gonna boot, bop, beep her when she get home, y'all gonna cry, scream, and shout. So I personally feel like it goes the same damn way. Keep your hands to yourself, because if that man lose his cool, blow a fuse, and knock her tooth out, then we gonna be saying, oh, Blaze is wrong. So no, she's just leaving.
I'm glad you came up here, because I got a question for you now.
Is it this related?
Yep, this related.
I mean, this here topic.
Yeah, this here topic.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. So before me and you, we had our meet up the other day and we was all right, we had a difference of opinion on, how we felt. You felt like what you said was a joke. I didn't take it that way. We were upset.
Nah, right? Hold on. This ain't sounding like
Hold on. You had no control. Hold on. Y'all, please stop cutting me off now. Hold on.
Hey, this ain't, I'm about to drop it. This ain't sounding like it.
Hold on, Trina. I'm getting there.
Okay.
You had no control over the fact that I didn't see it as a joke, just like I didn't have any control over the fact that you did see it as one. So how fair is it to Bella that...
Girl, my supervisor calling me.
Right. Because you up here trying to make Bella see...
I know you fucking lie.
She up here trying to make Bella see what they saying as... but it's not innocent when Bella and Blaze both clearly see it as innocent.
But
how fair is that to Bella?
AJ, you're talking about a friendship versus a marriage.
Let me tell you something. AJ, she thought you were finna ask her about the situation with Bray King. She was like,
oh, no, I was asking about Bella and Blaze.
But AJ, you're comparing a friendship. Well, I don't even know if y'all friends, but you're comparing a miscommunication between two friends versus an entire marriage. And to be honest with you, the stuff...
No. QL, I'm not even talking about the friendship, the nothing.
Okay,
I'm talking about... Hold on. Hold on. I'm on a very basic level of just simply, we are saying that Bella is wrong because of the comments. But if Bella and Blaze are both genuinely being innocent and they are just friends, then why does Bella have to see the comments as something different than what she sent them as?
Hey, look here. My supervisor had to call me real quick, to help out real quick. But look here. No, Bella ain't just wrong because of the comments. Bella is being Jezebelish.
Prove it, Trina. Where is the Jezebel?
Look here, and that's another thing. Y'all got that so bad on this app. Look here, this is not CNN News. This is not a reputable source. I'm not reputable. I think they hunching. That's what it is for me.
But Trina, that's not fair to impart what you think.
Life ain't fair. Life ain't fair.
They be flirting with each other and
life ain't fair.
That is crazy.
They got the choice to clear it up. They choose not to clear it up. So what else am I to do? I got to create my own story.
Trina, how many times do you want them to clear it up? It's nothing. You want
they ain't telling the truth.
And AJ, I love you down.
What I feel like is happening is we are making these people truth be what we say it is, not what they're